A woman got pregnant twice in a month and gave birth to two babies. Sophie Small and her husband Jonathan are an innocent couple just trying to expand their family and did not know they would end up with one of the rarest pregnancy stories. The couple already had one child and wanted a second. Sophie was not particularly worried about conceiving because she was very fertile and did not struggle to get pregnant with her firstborn. Sophie and Jonathan kept on trying in December, but then Sophie started experiencing terrible headaches which she did not make anything of. The couple thought they did not conceive in December, so they tried again in January. This time they received the good news that they were expecting twins. However, Sophie's pregnancy started to bring her multiple health issues. She went to the doctor and discovered something shocking about her unborn children. Sophie recalled suffering from the worst morning sickness that had her in and out of the hospital. She was hospitalized about 7 or 8 times, spending up to 120 hours on a drip. But Sophie was only 7 weeks pregnant when she was informed she was carrying two babies. But even more shocking was that the babies were different sizes, but doctors could not figure out why. The mother of 3 admitted that she was in disbelief. She went to the hospital expecting twins, but carrying 2 children of different sizes took her aback. I was expecting twins, but one was bigger than the other. They knew something was not right, she recalled. Trying to process the shock of carrying 2 babies, Sophie looked back at her headaches and said she felt pregnant but thought she might not be. But in the 2nd month, the morning sickness became unbearable. The scan at 7 weeks only established that Sophie was carrying 2 children because the doctors could not figure out why she got so sick. When Sophie was 29 weeks, she could not feel one of the children's movements, which worried the mother. She needed to be induced into labor, but the doctors managed to delay it with medication. Sophie gave birth in 2020 to her daughters Darcy and Holly, and doctors were shocked to see why the children were finally different sizes. Eventually, it clicked that the children were conceived a month apart, and the doctors were also in disbelief at what they witnessed. Sophie was pregnant with 2 children growing at different stages. It was weird because the kids were growing fine in different sacs and were able to receive food. Sophie had a rare pregnancy called superfetation. She remembered how surprised she was when she saw her children. I was carrying 2 babies who were growing at different stages, but we didn't know that, she said. The babies grew at a difference of 35%. When the 2 girls were born, they were declared not twins because they were conceived 4 weeks apart. Sophie's unbelievable story always leaves people with their jaws dropped when she has to explain who is older. She said, "People think I'm a nutter when I explain. Darcy is 2 minutes older and 4 weeks younger." But after a long and difficult pregnancy, Sophie and Jonathan are raising their children and are happy to be parents to 3 kids.